Hello and welcome. My name is Tamala Olsby, and I am an education specialist within the Early Childhood Education Division within the Texas Education Agency. And this webinar today will focus on the high-quality pre-kindergarten component of family engagement. It is an abbreviated version of the existing webinar on the same subject that is available on TEA's website. You can get a copy of the slide deck here in the control panel of the webinar. Here is our agenda for our time together. We will first do an overview of the high-quality pre-kindergarten components referenced in HB3, and then we will make our focus onto family engagement. We will learn what the statute and what Commissioner's Rule says and what it means, and we'll also look at a couple of frequently asked questions. We will end our time together looking at some resources and support to help you in your efforts. So let's briefly look at the high quality components that are referenced in HB3. This slide lists them all: curriculum, student progress monitoring, teacher qualifications, teacher-to-student ratio, family engagement, data reporting, and program evaluation. Today's webinar will focus on family engagement. All the information contained within this presentation comes from at least one of the three sources that are listed on this slide. Please note the high-quality pre-kindergarten components are applicable to all programs, districts, open enrollment charters, and districts of innovation that serve eligible 4-year-old students using Foundation School Program funding. So let's dive into family engagement. What are the requirements that focus on the development of an LEA's family engagement plan? This slide articulates what is in statute regarding family engagement. It says a school district shall develop and implement a family engagement plan to assist the district in achieving and maintaining high levels of family involvement and positive family attitudes toward education. This slide articulates what is in the Commissioner's Rule regarding family engagement. And you'll notice that a lot of it is the exact same language. It gives a little more emphasis on certain things. What is in the Commissioner's Rule also gives some definitions and some components and strategies. And it actually ends up listing 6 components that must be included in any district's family engagement plan. So what does all this mean? Well, simply put, it does mean an LEA needs to write a family engagement plan. They need to implement the family engagement plan, and the family engagement plan needs to be made available on their website. And remember, in the family engagement plan, it must include the 6 components that we will look at in just a moment. All of this is for the goal of achieving and maintaining high levels of family involvement and positive family attitudes toward education. So here are the 6 components that are required in a family engagement plan. So the 6 components are to facilitate family-to-family support, establish a network of community resources, to increase family participation in decision-making, to equip families with tools to enhance and extend their learning, to develop staff skills and evidence-based practices that support families in meeting their children's learning benchmarks, and last, to evaluate the family engagement efforts and use those evaluations for continuous improvement. So let's look at a couple of frequently asked questions. This first one says, should the family engagement plan be a district document, or can it be relevant to just one campus? Well, the family engagement plan containing the 6 components should be associated with a district or a charter's pre-kindergarten program. A district should have one document that covers the whole district. Campus level modifications within the district may be made depending on the needs of the pre-kindergarten program. Remember, LEAs will upload the link to their family engagement plan into the early childhood data system annually. That's why it's important to have one plan. Let's look at another frequently asked question. This one says, our district already has a document that addresses how to encourage family involvement. Can we use that document to comply with the high quality component? And the answer to that is you often can. Often districts and charters already have a written document that explains their approach to working with families. This is especially true if the district receives Title I funding or perhaps is in partnership with a Head Start grantee. It is possible to use that existing document as the family engagement plan if the existing document contains the 6 components, if the activities listed in the document are implemented in the pre-kindergarten program, and if the document is available on the web. Let's look at some resources and support that may assist you in complying with this high quality component. The first one is our early childhood program self-assessment. This is a document that helps districts or charters assess where they are in their approach to quality. And family engagement is one of the largest sections of that document. The next one comes from the Office of Head Start, and it is a great document about the competencies that are necessary for staff that work with families. And the last document here is from the Parent Teacher Association, and it lists the national standards, goals, and indicators for developing really good family-school partnerships. These documents would help you immensely in your writing of your family engagement plan. And as always, the Early Childhood Education Division of TEA is ready and willing to support your efforts. Please visit our website that is listed here, and do not hesitate to contact us through that email address listed on the slide when you need to. I'd like to leave you with a quote. It says, "Parent involvement in education is like the frosting on a cupcake. It makes it complete and oh, so sweet." Creating and maintaining strong family engagements is a very effective way to build the quality of our Texas pre-kindergarten programs. Please be reminded that there is a longer version of this webinar that goes into much more detail, and it is available on TEA's website. Thank you so much for joining us today.